Okay, I want to look at two things. Okay, one being that 1920s was the original start of the Ku Klux Klan. They may have been bigoted, but that was not at the for the fulcrum of the issue at the time. They cropped back up later in the 40s, but initially it was a politicized, polarized event coming out of Reconstruction, where uh, groups of people who had an interest in intimidating the swing vote and dissuading the swing vote, the government rallied people to put on the white bed sheet in anonymity, to run around in groups of people to represent an opposition and kind of say in a way like the Democrats do, I'm not scaring you, but we are scaring you. We're not threatening you, but we are threatening you. You know what I mean? Like, can you afford to be stupid about what you're about to do? But they didn't have a way to affect anybody to carry out their own will without telling them what they want them to do. And it has to kind of be like, it's not us. And one way to do that was to get a social club together. And that's what the Ku Klux Klan initially was, a social club of crusaders that got together and were used, and themselves were used the same way that a Patriot Front is groomed and fucking selected and used. That's they select for the FBI. So the Patriot Front is similar to what's going on in the 1920s after the Reconstruction. Obviously, it's like 60 years later. But that doesn't matter because things stay in the psyche collective and work on the psychology of the masses into generations after whatever happens. So they cropped back up in the 40s, and they were more adapt and tuned into they're more intimidating, and more racially motivated and polarized later. But they almost died off. They were a very small representation. There was almost nothing left for a time, and then they popped back up later. The Patriot Front and MAGA populists get into it. They fight, and then the blue beard will act like they're celebrating when the populists beat up the Patriot Front, and they call it infighting, like we're falling apart or something, like it's breaking up. And what really is happening is they can't acknowledge who the feds. It's just that simple. Like you're not gonna just clone and assimilate us. It's not gonna happen. You are still on business, and it's not gonna feed her into emotionalism. That's not even who we want to elect, is somebody who will feed into the emotionalism. We're a bakery. We make cakes and pies, and we sell baked goods and confections, penny for your wares, motherfucker. We don't do that right now. I like this, okay? It's not because you think or you like something that makes it reality. It's not, okay? But I'll tell you, that's what I think is we should, like, operate like, you know, because it's basically just saying enthusiasm for starting businesses and innovating and all this kind of shit. You know, don't stop for a bullshit reason and concede territory without contesting, without contesting it. Some is like suggestive psychology. There's some people out there that will have you know in a way that it's almost like they're telling you what you think, and not everybody can catch a motherfucker telling you what you think, or would they even want to? That's the thing I'm saying, is that maybe they're not just dumb, maybe they're dumb assholes too. So it's like yeah, like what is that? Like, it is incitement. It's just like trying to agitate, because you can't have a position. You can't have a position. You can only just try to agitate somebody. And the way that they're trying to agitate people is by suggesting that they're going to mandate and that they're going to convert children and everything. Now, these people who act like fucking these people were telling me that I gotta wear a mask. They came to me, handed me a mask at every opportunity, said you can't fucking rock with us, and you cannot vibe around us. You're not coming around us not wearing a mask. You have to wear a mask. Okay, later on, now when they're the only ones wearing the fucking mask, they're acting like I'm coming down on them. Like saying that you not supposed to, like, you need to stop wearing a mask. You're a dumb idiot and you need to stop wearing your mask right now. I don't give a fuck about what you do. Never did. You could do what the fuck. You could wear fucking 6 masks. It don't even matter if whatever you put in your body, that's your liberty, and anything else is bullshit. So if you want to take 6 boosters, I'm not telling anybody not to take 6 boosters. Oh, you're gonna die, haha. If you fuck around with that dangerous vaccine, you're changing your DNA. I'm not telling anybody this shit. Just don't try to act like I told you. Like, don't try to act like I told you that you're a fucking asshole if you wear a mask and you can't come around and me and what I do with the mask on now because you want to play victim, dumbass. You're dumb as fuck. That same fucking frequency has got people that I care about too. So if they think I'm talking about them, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that stupid ass type of throwing people under the bus and flip-flopping little shit behavior. Now you need somebody to be a bad guy for you. And so now you're just like the Fed, and you need some people to be intimidating without knowing that they're pulling some kind of work for you. You know what I mean? And later on, as things get polarized and everything and deteriorate and we lose the perspective, then we'll reinitiate these fucking organizations, and that will be different than they was before. Now, I'm not saying that the Klan at some point in time was wholesome. I'm just saying that, you know, like, you would fucking agree that the second time when they popped up in the fucking 40s, that they were fucking, they were fucking crazy. It's like those people that want to fight when I tell you that you can't break any laws, because they're saying that I think that encroaching, offending, and going against the statute and offending the people is what I want to see, because the fact that no man can break in law. Okay, they are legalese trying to destroy your fucking English language. I think you should preserve the English language. Are you gonna fucking persecute me for trying to destroy the English language? I'm the one that told you that you can't break a law. Nobody else is telling you that. They'll tell you this is the court of laws. What are you talking about? No, I'm talking about laws, nigga. I'm talking about fucking how many laws even pertain to a human being right now. It's all of the laws of physics and gravity and everything come from the law of attraction, which is like, kinetic. When everything that goes up must come down, it's attracted to the ground. That's gravity. It's kinetic energy, the gravity pulling that object. There's this about repulsive, and it's magnetism. Law of attraction, animal magnetism, and you from there, laws of physics and all that shit. You can't even break those. And those are deteriorated law. Those are laws that are not really laws, because I can explain why 1 + 1 = 3. If I did explain why 1 + 1 = 3, there would be no way that you could disagree. Because where two spirals come together, a third spiral shoots out. Remember, I met my friends on Strawberry Hill. Oh, no, not that one. Something the baby makes 3. Yeah. No, I can't remember the lyrics. But yeah, where two spirals come together, a third spiral emerges. 1 + 1 = 3. Try to disagree. I know, right?